The guilt that sneaks in when you slow down. How often does that happen? I know we've been talking about this in this series about just allowing yourself to rest and not feel guilty about it or feel like you have to get the 5 other things done or the 2 other things or 8 other things done that's on your list because they'll actually be there the next day and the week after that and the week after that. And when it comes to the scale, if you want to look at it as a scale of your day or your week or your month, and add to the scale your own mental health. And if you have a family, your mental health is extremely important to their mental health because if you're stressed or tired, that will come out in ways we don't want it to with our own family members. So include that on this scale as well and start measuring what items have to be done and what items can actually take the back seat, even if it is for a few weeks at a time. Maybe that will help with the guilt because we are remembering the most important thing is you, then, of course, your family as well. So, welcome to another area, the last area of depression we'll be talking about permission and rest, redefining productivity, guilt free rest, themed all about allowing yourself to rest without shame or self criticism. Have you ever finally sat down to rest and then your brain immediately starts listing everything you should be doing instead? I, of course, have and still have this all the time and have to remind myself of what I have accomplished for the day. And even if that's not very much, how what I did accomplish was amazing and how I can perhaps save something for the next day or 2 days from now as well. That's rest guilt, right? The thinking of what I should be doing when I'm trying to rest. It's a voice that says, you haven't earned this, you're wasting time, other people have it worse, get up. In this episode, we'll explore how to rest without guilt and how to retain your mind or retrain your mind to see rest as something you deserve, not something you have to earn. Where rest guilt comes from? Well, most guilt about rest comes from conditioning, being praised for working hard but not for slowing down, living in a world that values output over well-being, and listening to measure or learning to measure worth by productivity. And depression, well, it complicates this. It forces rest before you feel ready to do it. So maybe you do want to rest, but you want to get a few things done first, and you thought you had the energy, but depression comes along and says, no, you really are too tired. And we get that cycle of the shame and guilt because now we're taking more time to rest. But rest isn't punishment. It's the body trying to restore balance. Here's a reframe thought for you. Rest is not something I earn, it's something I am built for. So let's reclaim rest as healing, not laziness. Resting doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing something restorative. So maybe you're breathing deeply. You're sitting in sunlight, listening to music that soothes you. When you rest, your nervous system shifts from survival mode to recovery mode. And it's where healing begins, not after you've achieved everything, but while you're still figuring it out. We're allowed to rest while we're trying to achieve so much because, again, we need that energy to keep going. Here's a gentle reminder. Resting is active healing. So let's practice guilt-free rest. So start small. Give yourself permission to rest for 10 minutes. No phone, no guilt. Use a simple affirmation to interrupt guilt thoughts. I'm allowed to pause. My worth doesn't disappear when I rest. This moment of stillness is serving me. Over time, your brain learns that rest isn't danger, it is safety for us. Here's an anchor thought. I rest not because I've stopped caring, but because I care enough to keep going. And of course, if you're raising the next generation, you also want to teach them that rest is a healthy aspect of life and We all deserve that healthy aspect. So you deserve to rest. Rest is not a reward for productivity, it's just one of those rights that we have. You're not lazy for slowing down, you're honoring your body, your limits, and your humanity. In the next episode, we'll redefine what productive days actually look like and why even the smallest efforts deserve to be celebrated. Here's some journal prompts for you. What emotions come up when I try to rest? What would it mean to rest without apology? And write an affirmation that reminds me I'm allowed to rest without guilt. For now, repeat this to yourself. I'm allowed to rest without guilt. And then take a deep breath, breathe, and do it. So here's a comment section. Comment on anything on this video, anything about permission and rest, anything about depression overall, or any other heavy emotion that you may be feeling. Of course, comment on any heavy area of your life as well. We would love to give any advice, I'm sure, or to just cheer you on. And then comment on any wins you have had as well, because who doesn't like to celebrate wins? I think we all do. If you're having a hard time commenting on something, here is something that you can comment on. What is one guilt-free rest activity that you can start to implement today? If this video has resonated with you, take a deep breath before you go. Let what you heard sink in. Know that you're not alone on this journey and you don't have to do it all yourself. If you're feeling it, give this video a like so others can find it more easily. Share it with somebody who you think could benefit from the video, and subscribe for new content of every day, of every week. And remember here, it is tiny steps, real talk, and honest healing. And I've created these journals and it's workbook to go right along with these videos to kind of just help us be aware of some things that maybe we're not aware of, to help us have healthier behaviors and decrease any unhealthy behaviors that we don't want. There is a link in the post where you can find these journals and these children's books to help you start moving forward today. And once again, I just like to thank you for watching this video, taking the time out of your day. I hope you have a great day.